shutting down our minds. We just wanna feel that rush. Losing track of time, but that's so typical of us. When I hear the bass playing, we're on the floor. I just wanna let out my roar. Can't wait no more, dancing like we're animals. Hands up in the air, jump around like you don't care. And people stare, just put your hands up in the air. Just put your hands up in the air. Dancing like we're animals. Moving through the lights, let the music carry me. Act like tomorrow never comes, it's as good as it can be. When I hear the bass playing, we're on the floor. I just wanna let out my roar. Can't wait no more, dancing like we're animals. Hands up in the air, jump around like you don't care. And people stare, just put your hands up in the air. Just put your hands up in the air. Dancing like we're animals.
Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Animal Lovers Cafe. There's so many things. I'm so happy you're here. I just wanted us to come out into the patio of the Animal Lovers Cafe right now. Isn't it fun? I mean, it's just the funnest place to be, and all of our animals are welcoming us. So come on in and join us. It's just going to be a really extra special, fun day today because I'm going to do something that I've never done before, not in the cafe anyhow. So I'm going to just introduce you to something different, a little new. So today, now, in this moment, we're going to be talking about power animals. So do you have a power animal? If you do, write yes or no in the comments. Because today in the cafe, I'm going to introduce you to the cafe's new power animal. I have no idea who it is. We're going to meet whoever this special being is together. I can't wait. I don't know about you. And what animal do you think it might be? So please feel free to share that in the comments. Who do you think? Who do you feel coming? Who would be the right animal to be part of the Animal Lovers Cafe? So coming up, we're going to be talking about all things power animals, right? But first, I want to welcome anybody that's new, that's never been here to the cafe before. Please write new in the comments so that I can say hi to you. And also, so that all of the wonderful members of the cafe that are already here, this wonderful community, can welcome you with open arms, open paws, open hooves, feathers, wings, whatever they may have. Welcome you. And if you are new and you don't know me, my name is Janet Dobbs of Animal Paradise Communication and Healing, where my greatest joy is to help you discover your unique way of receiving communication from animals. So welcome, and I am so excited, trying to get things situated here. I'm just really excited about today. It's just going to be fun. Power animals. So Debbie, you said last summer a psychic told you that there was a bear in the area, and she said that it was there for you, but on the recording you couldn't understand what she was saying. So what I recommend to you, so you don't get it, what I recommend to you, remember this is all about you and not whoever it is that gave you the information, right? So feel your connection with bear and just sit quietly and see if you receive anything or feel something. It's like, I don't know, maybe that might help you, but the message is for you, whatever it is. And so there was some reason, I feel, that the message was garbled on the recording. I've had that happen before to me when I was on the receiving end like you, and I went back to listen to the recording and it was like, So for some reason, that wasn't supposed to be there. But be in that moment, or not, be in this moment and sit with bear energy and see what happens. That might be really fun. And Debbie, again, you don't have a power animal yet, but secretly hope it's a horse. So you know what? It's a horse. How about that? It's a horse. So power animals, I'm just going to share a little bit about power animals before I get into introducing our power animal and also a little message that this particular animal is going to bring to us. I have no idea what it is. I promise. We're going to all learn together in the moment. So power animals, they come from different traditions. So power animals are similar to guardian angels sometimes. So in some traditions, they believe that we are born with a guardian angel. Okay, but we're talking animals. A guardian animal that is with us from the moment that we're in this life to the moment that we leave. And then also, I think this is really cool, other animals can come and go. So notice in your life, have there been certain kinds of animals that have been prevalent in your life? Maybe they're there for a reason. Maybe they are an animal that's a special animal, a spirit animal of some kind. But the physical animal is there with you. So back to power animals. In some native traditions all over the world, they have shamans. And the shaman, the healer, has a power animal that gives them power. So our power animals, when we are given a power animal in that way, where somebody does a shamanic journey on behalf of you, and then they bring back your power animal, and then part of the tradition is, in the ceremony, is they blow that animal spirit into you. And so that animal is with you, and you can draw on its energy and on its power, and it walks kind of with you and is with you whenever you need them. So that's one way of working with a power animal in older traditions. But then there's other ways where they just kind of give us messages, and anyhow, there's lots of fun. So what I'm going to do today, though, it's going to be a little bit different. Okay, hold on. Debbie. Also an animal communicator, so I could ask the other way. Yes, of course. Yeah, so remember that, it's really fun. So, hey, since you're an animal communicator, and we all are, because we're all born with the ability to receive information from animals. It's not something magical or special, because it is special. It's really cool, but everybody has the ability to do it. But Debbie, try this one. You might have fun with this. I don't know if you ever do the exercise where you become an animal and then you experience life through them. And that's a really neat way of receiving communication. But if you do that, try, because a lot of people haven't done this, let the animal become you. Because we always make it about us, but we forget they have a point of view and they want to experience everything too. So I had this one horse say, hey, I want to be you. And I was like, oh, okay. So we just kind of switched places. So I'm a horse, and I'm looking at me. The horse is me. And the horse is going like, this is really weird. I don't have all 4 hooves on the ground. And I said, well, why don't you just go walk around and see what the body's like? Well, the horse was like, okay, cool. And so the horse is in my body, the human body. Just goes walking around and he just like takes off. And I don't even know where he went. I say, hey, come back here with me. Where are you going with me? Anyhow, you just got to have fun with this stuff, with the animals. And it's just like really, the possibilities are limitless. Oh, you did do that once. Yeah, I mean, isn't it fun? Who did you do that? I've done that once. Fun. I wonder, so it is so much fun. So, and anybody else that hasn't, play around with that. It's like you can have the best time. And then the understanding, a new relationship can come from that animal. Okay, so back to power animals. So when I teach my advanced animal communication workshops, it's more like a retreat. And we do all kinds of different ways to receive information from an animal. And one of the ways is, I don't really use this like we were talking about cards, like tarot cards or whatever. It's a tool, right? So I use, bouncing microphone. What I do in some of my advanced classes is I get a bunch of animal medicine cards, I guess I call them. And so here's an example. There's a couple of decks. So as you can see, there are different kinds of card decks. And then here's another one. I have a bazillion of them, but so these are just card decks. And I use ones that have, something to do with animals. And so what happens is I have all kinds of different card decks and I spread them face down in little groups of whichever the card deck is. So like this one would be in one little pie, area. The cards from this deck would be in another area, right? Spread out on the floor. And then I would have students just kind of sit in a circle all around all these cards, right? And just get quiet, feeling, of course, their feet on the ground, and then feeling a connection to a card in whatever deck pile. Just let that come, feel that connection, and then go pick up the card and then hold it to their heart, feel who it might be, if there's a message of any kind, and then turn it over and see who it is. And then they can look up the meaning or the messages from that animal, whatever. But it's just a really fun thing to do. Or you can work yourself, like with a card deck, like what we're going to do in just really right now. And just see who is coming for you to you today and bringing you a message. So I have a deck that I really love. I haven't pulled these out in years, but this is like my favorite one. So I'll show you it's medicine cards, and I'll show you one of the cards. Let's see, this is one of the cards, and it says deer. Let's see, I don't know if it's in focus. And that's the back of it. It's just a little lightning bolt, right? And so there's various animals in this card deck. And then when you pull so I'm going to show you what to do because we're going to do it together. But I have a miniature version, but you can't get it. I don't think you can get it anymore. So here's the big, gotta get my eyes out of here. There we go. There's the big version. And here's the baby version. And the baby cards I love, as you can tell, is a very worn out box. It's like over 25 years old, I guess, easily. It's been around the block. But what I love about these little cards is they have a little message on them as opposed to having to look it up in a book. So without further ado, because I'm just dragging this on and on, we're going to see who our power animal for the Animal Lovers Cafe is. So I'm going to show you. Here's the little deck. It's just a bunch of different cards. I'm not going to show them to you. Okay, and I'm going to just kind of, it's hard to do. I'm going to just shuffle them. So I don't have anything picked. Don't peek. That one you kind of peeked. Okay, put them there. And what I'm going to do, so you can do this with any deck. I'm just going to take them here. I think you can see. I'm just going to spread them out. Now, can you see them? Is there one? You probably can't. So I'm probably going to just do this. I was going to have you guys do it, but it might be easier for me because I don't really have an overhead camera. So it would have been really nice if I had an overhead camera and then you guys could pick the card. So what I'm going to do is just, so what you do if you have a deck of cards, just, this is one way. There's many ways to work with, cards. So this is a really fun, easy way. Anybody can do it. You don't have to have special training of any kind. So you just take your hand and just feel one that might be calling you. Okay, so I'm not even going to look. And I'm just going to pull the first one that comes. Oh, these guys are tricky. Okay. Oh, interesting. This is so funny. This is our card, Spider. And Spider is going to give us a message. Oh my gosh, this is too funny. Look, it's Spidey. That is funny. Spidey has already been here. So Spidey, the spider, has a message for us. So this is hard. I don't think you can see this very well. So on this little card, it says, dance your dreams alive. Create from your heart's bliss. Weave the web you want to live. Isn't that great? How does that apply to you? So spider with the spider's message, and there's a lot more. But that's why I like this little deck, because it has a message. It's hard to see. I apologize. But they're little tiny cards. But they have a message right there for you, a little simple message, and I'm going to read it again. Dance your dreams alive. Create from your heart's bliss. Isn't that great? So feeling into your heart like we do with the animals. And weave the web you want to live. Oops. Yeah. I was thinking that. Same thing, Debbie. Charlotte's Web. Isn't that fun? And so Charlotte's Web, as I remember, Charlotte wove messages in the web so the human could read it. But really, we can just understand the message from the spiders or anybody just by connecting with them. But in many of these like little medicine card decks, they come with, this is big. This is the book that comes with this bigger deck. And so if we wanted to go a little further and to find out about spider, I have to look it up. See, this is just like 209. Spider is just such powerful energy. I've obviously. So spider. So this is what it looks like in the book. I don't know if you can see that. So you open the book and it has all the different cards. And then obviously I've had spider before. one of the things that spider is known for, and part of the message, is the infinite possibilities of creation. So think about your life. There's infinite possibilities starting from this moment for whatever you want to make it. If you don't like the direction you're going, change it. As Spider encourages us. It's like such great messages. And she says, look for new alternatives to your present impasse. Do you have an impasse? Was there another way of looking at it? Kind of words of wisdom, from Spider. And also, sometimes if there's something negative going on, maybe it's a reflection of something that you don't like in yourself. So there's lots of, I'm not going to read this to you, but if you're interested, so you can look up, go on the internet, Dr. Google, and search for power animals, or I think that's the best thing to search for. So search for power animals, and then search for spider, and search for the meaning of spider, the message from spider, and see what all there is, because there's a lot of information. Or just sit with spider, the big overall, not scary. This is just a sweet, this might look scary to you, but it's not. It's just a sweet being that's very wise, very powerful, coming to you to share that wisdom, to share that power with you, to be with you. So every time you come to the cafe, Spidey might drop down and say, hi, baby. It's not a scary spider. It's just a fun spider, a little Spidey. But then sit back and feel the wisdom of the spider. Again, dance your dreams alive. How cool is that, right? And we did that at the beginning, dancing like we're animals, right? So spider really was working before I even knew that spider was going to be the power animal for the Animal Lovers Cafe. That is the last thing in the world I expected. So you never know, be open to possibilities. The animals are always here, sharing with us and teaching us and showing us the way, I think. And then, create from your heart's bliss. Your heart's bliss. Create from that place. How cool is that? So remember spider. And as you're creating whatever it is in your life, create from that place of bliss, that's spider. And then weave the web you want to live. So how good is that? Living your best life with spider. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Debbie. Yes, isn't that great? Oh no, don't worry spelling. But the sign in synchronicities. I love that. Yeah. I get it. I get it big time. And I think everybody else does too. It's just, isn't this wonderful spider, and how I think we're really lucky to be able to take a moment and to be, and to understand and have that special connection with animals. And it's not, a lot of people just think, okay, animals are, well, I'm going to pick this card deck up and show you all the different possibilities. Let's see. Whoops. See, there's I can't point, but there's a dolphin. Woohoo. 52 card pickup. Let's just see. There's buffalo, beaver. So coyote, we usually think of mammals as being our special animals, right? And in some traditions, they say it cannot be an insect. But guess what? Why? Right? Yes, it can. It can be an insect. It can be a bird. It can be a fictional creature, like a unicorn or a mermaid, or, just be open to the possibilities. And maybe just sit in the quiet, maybe with your dog, cat, horse, bird, or a wild animal outside. Birds, foxes. I'm trying to think of who comes. Of course, the deer people are always in our backyard. But just sit in the quiet with them, or just with Mother Nature. And just ask for an animal to come to you. Who is your guiding animal in this moment in time? Because we have them from the time we're born until the time we go back to spirit. Oh, we are spirit. Anyhow, we cross the rainbow bridge, but we have different animals that come into our lives at different times when we need them. So right now, it seems like everybody that comes to the cafe needs that energy, that power of spider, right? Yeah. So I want to thank Spider for joining us. And of course, Spidey, who has been here since last fall. Spidey came in and she's staying. She's not going anywhere. So feeling that energy, carrying that with you wherever you go, bring that into your life and see if your life isn't a little bit better. So thank you so much for being here in the cafe, spending a little time together. And thank you we did this together, bringing Spider into our lives, into the cafe, into this beautiful space, and the energy of all of us that love animals. You know, the Animal Lovers Cafe. So I have to show that one more time. See, that's the painting on behind me. So if you're new, because a lot of you are new, there's a lot of fun animals here at the cafe. Right underneath me, that's my kitty Rudy, but he's in spirit now, but he's always welcoming everybody. And there's a sheep and squirrels and a little Mr. Snake with a funny hat, and the llama and the pig and the horse, cat, and dog, and all kinds of animals are all welcome right here in the Animal Lovers Cafe. Wait, what did you say? Yeah. Baby squirrels. Oh, are you really? Oh, how sweet. Yeah, the squirrel energy and the squirrels, they are just such characters, right? Oh, that's really, how wonderful, Debbie, that you're feeding a baby squirrel. The babies, they're so sweet. And I bet they're a lot to teach you. Oh, confetti. I'm sorry. That was a boo-boo, but I guess we're supposed to celebrate. You never know what's going to happen right here at the cafe. But for now, I just want to leave you with just a great big spider hug? Spider energy. I don't know what spiders do, but just that special energy and connection, because they weave their web of communication and connection so that we're all connected with each other. It's okay. It's like all caps is fine. Don't worry. We get it here. And if you want to yell, you can yell. It's worth yelling about, right? Okay. What am I talking about? I didn't mean to use all caps. Yeah. And thank you everybody, but thank you, Debbie, for being here, and thank all of you. I know there's a lot of you that are here and you don't share in the conversation, but please feel free to join anytime. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you won't miss any episodes. And I'm just gonna, I think we're gonna just dance ourselves out with what we started with, and I hope it's not going to be too loud, but we're just going to have a little bit of fun before I say goodbye. And we're going to dance with the animals and become the animals and say thank you to our power animals. So take care, everybody. Have the best day, weekend, wherever you are.
Losing track of time, but that's so typical of us. When I hear the bass playing, we're on the floor. I just wanna let out my roar. Can't wait no more, dancing like we're animals. Hands up in the air, jump around like you don't care. Let people stare. Just put
Have fun alone with your animals.